Right, so today is quite a busy day. I've been up all morning doing video editing and I'm now going down to the gym. I've got a full body training session which I'm going to talk to you about in a minute. So just making my way down there. Then I've got personal training all evening. Got clients getting quite busy now. So number one on the list is I need to increase my ball speed. Now it sounds quite obvious, but if your ball speeds aren't where they need to be, it doesn't matter what your launch angle are, how low you're spinning it, how well you're maximising your own speed, you're just not going to be fast enough to compete. I was topping out at 196 to 197 miles an hour ball speed. Now best of the day there was 205, so I need to increase my ball speed at least up to the 205, maybe towards 210. I mean, I want to increase it by 5 to 10 miles an hour this year just as a starting point. I can't increase my ball speed without increasing my cupboard speed, and I think one of the main factors holding me back at the moment is I've lost sight of the importance of having strength, and I've gone too far away from building strength to the speed and plyo stuff. I need to keep the plyo stuff in maybe once a week, but I need to get on this strength stuff. So I am seeking help from a powerlifting coach who also used to compete in long drive, a guy called CJ Hellstrom. He's programming me now around my competitions. So we're starting today. In fact, the first week's just going to be kind of like a easing into next week. Then we start a bit of a hypertrophy block to put on a bit of muscle, which will allow for then more strength to be added because I've got more muscle. So yeah, really excited about actually getting into this programming throughout the year, trying to increase my ball speed at least 5 to 10 mile an hour. A lot of you be thinking, oh no, it's not about, you know, increasing your numbers, your squats, your deads, blah blah blah. But the thing is, throwing has a lot in common with the golf swing, right? So javelin throwers and shot putters, any kind of throwing Olympic sport, no matter what size the athlete or what weight category they're in. There was a 95 kilo javelin thrower, right? Can't remember his name, but I was looking at his stats and he was benching like 210, dead in 260, squatting the same, and every single top level athlete that I saw in that throwing category, their numbers are ridiculous. So if your numbers aren't there, then it doesn't matter how fast you are or how much speed you can generate. If your strength isn't there, your power is going to be down. So that is the first step. Back on the range. So while this plays out, I'm just going to talk about number two. Number two is basically improve my numbers, and a lot of that has something to do with the equipment I'm using. Now I've been with Callaway, as I'm sure a lot of you know, and they've been really helpful to me over the first year. We're just sorting something out for next year at the moment, sorting a contract out, and they're going to send me through lots of LD heads, the latest ones, and a variety of shafts. I've basically been using a 6.5 project shaft, which is lengthened, and it's just not stiff enough, and a lot of the players in Germany were saying, you know, this just isn't set up for you, spinning it too high. So I want to be maximising my launch conditions, which means I want to hit a bit more up on it. So I want to be kind of like 10 to 12 up on it, but then not being too worried about spinning it too much and it going too high. So I need to bring that spin down to like 1.5. Some of that has got to do something with technique and holding the club off, and I maybe going to see Lee Cox, the wizard of long drive, soon. So yeah, every person I've spoke to has good things to say about you know, getting long drive tuition with Lee Cox. So anyway, I digress back to the original point. So equipment, and that's going to be something I'm sorting in the next few weeks. I'm not going to compete in the next event unless I get the equipment sorted, and that shouldn't be a problem. The next event's in 4 weeks' time, so that gives me a bit of time to get it through and maybe test it a bit, see what's best. But I'll be going up to Callaway soon anyway. So yeah, that's number two, equipment. So number three is going to come, I'm filming this in my car outside my flat, waiting for my pet fox to walk past so I can feed him some chicken. It's going to be the next day, and now to you, but to me it's going to be in 12 hours, but to you it's going to be like now. I got a pretty mad day today, so I'm going to kind of take you along whilst talking about number three. But
Number one for the day is sort this head out. So this is usually how I spend at least an hour and a half of my week, is waiting for the boy to get here and then do my hair. How do you call this? Hey?
Just got back from a haircut. I'm now waiting for the Mapp to wake up. It's 10 to 12. I can't remember last time I had a lion until midday, but the Mapp works on different schedules. He's a very interesting person. He doesn't live life like the rest of us, so we're going to wait for him to get here. We're going to go for gourmet peri peri and then talk about number 3, which is sponsorships. So sponsorships / money. There we are then. The Mapp is awoken. Oh, we've got to turn it down.
Oh, so you're not allowed the music.
Yeah, copyright. Any words from the Mapp? Any updates on the Mapp?
Not really, just quite a hungry person this one, I think.
No, we're going to peri peri.
Yeah,
Bring us something funny, to be honest, but
no, not really. That's time of the day.
I'm going to put you in
lunchtime.
You've just woken up and it's your breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you in the thumbnail as a bit of a clickbait to see if some of the old school fans, they like a bit of the Mapp, don't they?
We'll see how that
Watch out for that right now, yes.
We'll get standard comments. Wait till we'll get the standard comments. Oh, look, he's been on the weekend, all of them.
Go on then, say your piece.
Well, as you can see, we're in the rough end of extra here, so apologies for that. I feel like I've been misjudged by you fans of James over the years, claiming that I do go to these raves you speak of. Number one, I don't even know what is. Number 2, a rave, I mean, is the closest thing I know to that's having a shave, so I feel like you're all misjudged me, and to be fair, I don't like you anyway.
Right, so it's now Sunday and I'm just finishing my last session of this prep week for you to talk about this last point, which is money and sponsorships. Just finished training, just got back, about to go and watch The Mule, new Clint Eastwood film, and get some KFC, but don't tell anybody that. So the last thing to discuss is money / sponsorships. Now, last week the event in Germany cost 600 quid in the end with all the travelling, because it was quite late notice. I didn't exactly book flights and stuff in time. That was out of my own money at this time, and that's obviously a lot to spend. I only want a tiny bit back in prize money, and there's not much money in long drive at this stage unless you're in America or you're competing on at the Worlds and you do well. But at the moment, for the rest of us, there's not much money. So a sponsor is something that I do need. So I've been looking for. I've been speaking to this guy in America, and I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago, and he said that he was gonna. He said they wanted to send me some money, which is amazing. And I've kind of lost contact with him recently, but hopefully, and I'm sure it will. Hopefully that comes through, because that's going to basically allow me to play in the first 8 events, and it would be extremely generous, and obviously I'm very grateful of that. So I'm just waiting, sorry, not waiting, I'm just hoping that comes through soon, so then we'll be sorted. If I kind of lose contact, then I may have to look elsewhere. So that's kind of a question, what do you think the best place, where do you think the best place is to look? Yeah, that's where we stand at the moment. Thanks for watching these vlogs. They're kind of, I said this is how they'd be. They'd just be casual filming what I'm doing on the day-to-day. So if you have been liking them, I know you really liked the last one. I really appreciate the amount of likes and views and comments and stuff that Germany vlog got. And I look forward to bringing you a lot more of that this year as I travel competing in long drive. So way more, lots more content to come in the remaining year. Lots more to come. Whew. Right, that was a bit of a chill end. I will see you on the next vlog.